And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kasarian, and we are back in automation. Now, I haven't gone after played automation in a little while, and I thought we'd come back and we build some cars. Why not? So, today we are going to be building a car. You can see I wiped my slate here. We're going to do it in 1965. Okay? And we are going to call... What are we going to call this? We're going to call this the Firehawk. Why? Because I've been playing Borderlands 2. Good game. Good game. And what type of car is this going to be? Well, if you'd guess it would be anything other than a muscle car, you'd be insane. Alright? That's right, we're going to build a nice, big, fossil-burning, environment-destroying, rear-wheel drive, V12 muscle car. I'm going to start as a two-door. Alright, so let's start building. Let's slope back a little bit. Let's reduce some of that space there. No. Let's give it... that. A little bit smaller at the back. And how much flare can I give? We want some nice big tires on this thing. Especially in the rear. Right? Because this thing is going to have a lot of power to it. Yeah, I like that look. I like that look. Alright. And this is going to be a pretty expensive car. Now, I don't know what the space frame option here is, but most of these cars are going to be ladders. So we're going to go with that. And... galvanized steel. Now, I don't remember with this what most of the old muscle cars were, but looking at that engine bay, we're going to go with a front transverse. Double wishbones in the front, double wishbone rear. And we're going to go with straight up steel body. And good quality. Alright, so now let's take a look at headlight design. We're going to inset them. With a pair of indicators here. And then... put those down there. We need a nice big sized grill on this, I have no doubt about that. Taillights. Okay. Grills, vents, wings, handles, bonnet. There we go. After all, you can't have a muscle car without having one of those one of those bonnet extensions in the front. Otherwise, it just ends up looking wrong. All right, and the rest of that stuff is going to have to go on when we do the individual marks, right? Okay. Oh, really? It's a four-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive. All right. So we're going to call this trim the Super Sport. All right. So now I have to build the engine. So I'm going to say it's a V... Yeah. Come on, guys. What else would I build it out of? It has to be a V12. We're building a muscle car. We have to do a V12. We're going to say... Really? All right, well, we're going to have to go back to the vehicle now. Which is fine. Let's see if we do a front longitudinal... Interesting. So here it's a length issue. Interesting. I would have thought I could have fit this in. So if I do this, right? I get a 4.9 liter. Whereas with this, the biggest I can get this thing. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we're going to go with a V8, I guess. That's a slightly ridiculous V8. An 8 liter? Let's see. It's going to be a 6.3 liter. What are we going to call this? We'll call this thing... What type of motor? Avenger isn't a good name. That's a good name for car. Let's see. Call it the Dynamic 1. And we're going to make it a DOHC. 4 heads. Head material, aluminum. People are probably already yelling at me about aluminum at this stage, but you know what? Not a good idea. And we're actually going to make this a bit longer stroke. You know why? We want torque. So we're looking at a 6.5 liter engine. Now, RPM very low. We're going to have to go with forged. Forged. Oh, I forgot something I think in the last step. Nope, okay. And this is going to be the 6.5T. The Dynamic 1 6.5T. And you probably know already what the T is going to stand for. No, we don't have turbo on this yet. Well then. It's just going to be a 6.5 then. Fuel injection. Now we got to go with a carburetor. But I'm thinking about... Let's call this a 6.5S. There's a reason for this. Now, I'm of the... let's go the long tubular, twin exhaust stacks, no cat, and who needs mufflers? Seriously. You guys have heard the modern American muscle cars, right? Not the modern ones, but the ones that have been preserved or rebuilt. Do you think they have mufflers on them? No. Do they have catalytics? No. I don't know why that screen came up. Well then. Okay, so just about everything on this engine is screaming at me that it's braking. Somehow I'm not surprised. On the other hand, it's delivering 406 horsepower and a lot of torque. A lot of torque. Alright, injector setup. What's going on here? Fuel octane. Okay. There's some more fuel to spare here. There's some more to spare here. Let's boost our compression a bit. Alright, so we're looking at... It's not bad, 454. Of course, the engine's falling apart here. And throttle response isn't exactly what I'd call brilliant. So I suspect we're going to have to reduce our stroke. Yeah, okay. So here's the issue. We're reducing our stroke right now because, honestly, the engine just couldn't handle it. Like, it just can't handle that much power, all right? But we need to recover our fuel efficiency, or our power. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go up Yeah, there's no way we could go with a 2-barrel. That's heavier, costs more. Gives us a better fuel efficiency. So let's see what this does to the... Nope. Let's go into a race engine. That brings us back up to 400. And... quad carb... Okay, let's stay with a twin carburetor. And let's give us some more fuel mixture. And I know I'm murdering my fuel efficiency here. Okay. And there we go. And what we can do now... Get advance the ignition timing a bit. And then we'll look back over here. Okay, so we're pushing about 411 horsepower out of this thing. Now, for my own sake, and so that people don't start yelling at me, we're going to check out what it takes to build what the original Mustang had in its engine. The original Cobras. Alright, so it had a V8, which is what we're doing, which is a cross plane. And let's see what the Ford Windsor engine. Oh, this thing's this engine is a monster compared to that one. The biggest Ford Windsor engine was a 5.8 liter V8. This thing is actually a little smaller now. There. Now it's a 5.8. And, wow, this is the first time I've actually seen this that has the piston stroke values built into it. Huh. Oh, there were cast irons all the way across. So, let's see how this works out. Because yeah, we're going to stick with the dual overhead cam. So actually, in some ways, this car is significantly more advanced. And it's pushing a lot more horsepower at the front. Yeah, so this is going to push a lot more horsepower. 351, just glancing through this. Fatigue failures, overhead bolts. It's actually not telling me... Oh, 250 horsepower? That's it? Man, I'm pushing 417 into this engine. Well, this thing's going to be a bit big. A bit of a big engine here. Yeah, so we're pulling a lot more horsepower out of this than I think Ford ever did. But this is also going to be a much more expensive engine, remember that. Right, because we're using a lot of really big components here. Can I switch to tubular? Oh, interesting. Just the tubular drops. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Why is dropping the exhaust diameter increasing my... Interesting. Our reliability is plummeting, but that's because we're pushing our components to the limit. Okay. Let's see how this thing runs. Oh, listen to that. Hear that rumble, that burbling sound? I love that sound. All right, let's move forward a bit. Manual, single clutch, 5-speed. Look, guys, can we just stare at that estimated top speed here? Can we just look at that? 183 miles an hour. Just that 183 miles an hour. That is insane. That is literally out of this world insane. 183 miles an hour. All right. We're going to stay with the open. All right. Yeah, we're going with sports compounds on this. And we're going to go with just steel rims. Why don't it's not showing me the body? Did I... Okay, I think it's just derping. Oh, no, there we go. Hope we are as wide as we can get. Nice, decent-sized wheels there. Yeah, okay, those are a bit... Those are apparently as wide as... 165s are as wide as we can get on this car. Yeah, we're gonna need discs. No. We're going with drum with discs all around. You know why? Because this thing has a top speed of 180-something miles an hour. Why wouldn't we... Someone's gonna get this thing up that fast. First thing about drivers. Drivers are stupid. Someone's gonna get this thing up to 185 miles an hour, and they're going to expect to stop from 185 miles an hour. Without causing their brake discs to melt. So, let's, yeah. Okay. None. Look at this vehicle. Just look at this vehicle. There is no aerodynamics in this design. This thing is a brick. That nose is a brick, and we forgot to put the engine cooling on. See, that's red. I don't know why that's red, but it's red. Okay, I need 451.3 kilojoules of cooling. So I suspect that this would be a good time to put that on this thing. Yeah, clicky, clicky. Could go with a 4x4. But we could experiment with that. We could play with that. Now, when I get back out to here... No, it goes test track. So we have to go back to here, and up to here, and then we have to start putting a grill on this thing. Now, I want something that says big. I want something that says power. That isn't that. I want something that says this is a fast vehicle. Preferably something with chrome. Yeah, that looks good. Now, what did we say we needed? 457 on this thing? Oy. Means we have to add some venting, too. And then we're going to have to add... There we go. All right, now let's put let's see, handles on it. Something nice and old school, I think. And we're going to put some more indicators on. And let's see. Exhaust pack. Yeah, let's do with these guys. And a sports line badge on the back. And a sports line badge on the front. Look at this. Huh? Look at this. Look at this. Now this looks like a muscle car. Okay, so the other issue we're going to run into, and I know we're going to run into this one. Yeah, this is a two-seater. The sport interior. Phonograph. Phonograph. Power steering. We're going to put a lot of safety features into this. Why? Because this thing's going to go 180-something miles an hour, and it's probably going to run into something while it does it. Alright. Standard. Twin-tube. Passive. Sport rig, please. Alright, we have a lot of work to do here. Understeer issues, chassis stiffness issues, brake fade issues. I'm not surprised. Body CD, I'm not surprised. They like the top speed. They're not thrilled with the engine. I don't know why they don't like the engine. Yeah, it's a perfectly fine engine. Alright, so let's fix this. Understeer, oversteer. Really? Oh, wow, look at that. Alright. So, if I remember correctly... This is a fix-it with camber. Oh, damper stiffness. How does that change? Well, they like decreasing camber stiffness. And damper stiffness. Sway bar stiffness, maybe? Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, maybe if I... Alright, you know what? Normal. Race. Sport. They like the sport. Great prestige, great safety. But you see, here's the issue. I don't... You know, let's take this all the way up. You know what we can also do? Hold on. There we go. And now we could fix that in... Yeah, it doesn't like that for the wheel spin. But we're just going to change that with our gearing. So let's go back here and let's play with the camber a bit. Come on. Okay. You know you wanna. You know you wanna work right. Leave it there for right now. Okay, and then we have brake fade issues. Oh, we got a lot of brake fade. Alright, so first thing we need to do is we just set these up towards race. And you can see here... Oh, the brakes are already doing a lot better than the tires are. Okay, that's going to be an issue. And the thing is, I don't have... I'm losing drivability, too. So if I look at this, details. Brake fade's an issue. Brake balance is an issue. You like the torque curve, engine sound, roll angle, driver height. Body CD's an issue. Yeah, it's a chassis stiffness now. So, what's wrong with the chassis? Yeah, but see, then... if I go up to a monocoque design, right? Yeah, see, drivability just plummets through the floor. And they don't like the brake balance, and the understeer oversteer is a huge problem for them. And the wheel spin is a monumental issue. So let's see what we can do about the wheel spin. Anyways, I just realized that we are out of time. So... oh, and that changed that, too. They like it for the hypercar. It's not bad for a muscle car. This is going to take some work. I need to fix this wheel spin issue. I think the main problem at this point is we're down to 160. Probably because the weight went up. Well, that helped wheel spin a little bit. And there's honestly so much I could do. I go all the way up. Max spacing. And I'm still getting massive amounts of wheel spin. I might even just have to... and that doesn't even decrease by that much either. Compared to the sports. I have to go back up on tire width. And that isn't... well, my wheel slips down. Well, we got the wheel slip down in it, at least. Alright, so I'm going to have to keep playing with this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much. This has been Mr. Kassarian, and I'll see you all next time. Have fun building these things. Look at that acceleration chart. Jeez.